spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Carolina Panthers. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Panthers, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Jones. And this one complete to Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Throwing Jones. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Looking to throw. Grant. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll give him 8 that time, and that will bring up second down. Now, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point that continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
To throw on third down, Grant. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Adafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills. Here's the Panthers punter now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 20. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy? The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Jones. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And he's up into at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. Looking to throw. Jones. And that's complete to Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third down.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short, because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It looks like, yes, it is 6 defensive backs on the field for Carolina.
They're going with a dime set. Back to throw. Jones. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone. Nice little nifty play for them there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got my he just stuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. The Panthers at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
We're scoreless after 1. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taking it about the 16. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Jones. Quick slant here to Smith.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
This offense so far on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Off play action. Jones. Swinging this out for Pollard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield. Everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Jones. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown. David Njoku halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Eagles post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. Operating from the gun, Grant. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Hubbard. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Back to throw. Grant. And that is incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads. They don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense. Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. A 5-yard pass on 1st down and another 5-yard connection there. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Here's Jones on 1st down. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And this is going to be an Eagles 1st down as the tackle made at the 26-yard line. The yardage numbers for him just keep piling up for his career. He's now toppled, Charles, the 11,000-yard mark.
And just think about that. For most NFL running backs in their career, it feels like if they get to 1,000 yards, they've had a nice little run. He's over 11,000 yards, probably beyond his wildest dreams.
Jones throwing on first down. And that is taken in by Njoku. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 34.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. On 2nd and 7, Jones. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. He's tackled at the 29-yard line. An 8-yard pickup. And an Eagle first down. Two minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders down at the 25.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Jones. It's caught by Sanders. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
Now a carry for Sanders. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones escaping the pressure right. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. Minus 9 yards on the play, and now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. Left side here to Sanders. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, we'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Off the play fake. Grant. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got a man. Complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Operating from the gun. Grant. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
From the gun on 3rd down, Grant completes this one to Thornton. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
That's out to Hill, right side complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll give this to Hubbard running right. And some space here. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
To the 27-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
To throw on 2nd down, Grant. And Graham's got it, complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put in.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Off play action. Grant. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Tommy Trimble, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are an extra point away from drawing level. Point after, up and good. And we are even at 10 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand-new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And, Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
On 2nd down and 4. Jones over the middle, complete. It's Smith. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Jones now on 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Running right, here's Sanders. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Second and 11 at the 41. Another run here with Sanders. And a good push up front, and he's... Made his way down inside the 30.
A gain of 12. First down, Eagles.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 61 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jones. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. Touchdown, Eagles! Miles Sanders. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this 3rd quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the 2nd half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 17-10 score. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Looking to throw. Grant. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Throwing on 1st down. Grant, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
Credit the secondary, credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to look deep for more. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. DJ Moore, 41 yards. And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. The point after is good. And that will level the playing field at 17-all. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. In on the tackle there, Brandon Smith.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing.
And this is going to be intercepted. Brandon Smith picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
13 yards, first down, Panthers.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They'll drop that down to Hubbard. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Right back to Sanders on first down. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun, Jones. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Jones flushed out right. And that will be incomplete.
I understand he's just down 1 possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And it's Incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Out of the gun now on third down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Lee McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And his kick is right there. It's good. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. This is Smith with a grab. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Now Jones on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Off the play fake, Jones. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Grant. That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Off the bootleg. Grant. And this is caught. He hits more. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they will take a knee here. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Ready, set.
And they take a knee. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The last 2 plays, each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. On 3rd, here's an option play right. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Here's Jones. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for Carolina, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Buffalo Bills next week. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints.